You did the hard part already. You left the city, the apartment, the job that had your name on a chair nobody else was allowed to sit in. You closed all of it and you started over. On purpose. That part everyone talks about. The boxes, the new address, the first night in an empty apartment where your voice sounds different because there's nothing on the walls yet to soak it up. I did the checklist, found a new place, found a new job, better actually on paper, started running again, cooked real dinners instead of eating standing at the counter, posted the new chapter photo, the one with the good light, the one that makes people comment, "So proud of you." And I was proud of me. That part wasn't fake. I kept telling people it was going well, and it was. The job was going well. The apartment was going well. The version of me that gets asked, "How's the move?" had a good answer ready every single time. Here's the part I didn't have an answer for. It was a Tuesday. Something good happened. Small, a work thing, the kind of good news you want to tell someone before it goes stale in your head. And I picked up my phone to text someone. And I sat there, not because I forgot how phones work, because I was scrolling, actually scrolling, past names I used to text without thinking. The reflex text, the you up text, the you won't believe this text. And every single one of them belonged to a version of my life I didn't live in anymore. I put the phone down without sending it to anyone. That's the first time starting over felt like something other than a win. The moment wasn't dramatic. Nobody died. Nothing ended. It was an invitation, a group chat. Not mine anymore. I'd left it when I left the city. Screenshotted and sent to me by the one person still checking in. Everyone was getting together. An apartment warming, a birthday. I don't even remember which. It didn't matter which. What mattered was the guest list. I recognized every name. None of them were mine to text anymore. And underneath that, the actual math of it. 6 months in the new city. 200 and some days. And if I made a list, an honest one, not the version you'd put anywhere public, of people I could call at 11 at night if something went wrong, the list was one name long. My mother. I built an entire new life. New job, new apartment, new routine. I forgot to build the part where somebody notices if I disappear. Here's the thing. Nobody puts in the how to start over article. You can rebuild a career by yourself. Nobody has to show up for that. You apply, you interview, you get hired, or you don't. And either way, it's a checklist with your name on every line. You cannot rebuild a group of people by yourself. Not really. Not the kind that actually holds you. And nobody tells you that going in, because it would make the new chapter photo a lot less shareable. I thought loneliness was something that happened to people who didn't try. I tried. I said yes to things. I went to the work happy hour. I joined the gym class instead of just lifting alone. I downloaded the app, the one for making friends as an adult, which is its own small humiliation, swiping through strangers, hoping one of them turns into someone who knows your coffee order. And it still didn't happen the way it used to happen. Because here's the true thing, the one that actually explains it. The friendships that held me before weren't built on trying. They were built on repetition I didn't have to think about. The same dorm hallway, the same office kitchen, the same person showing up to the same place over and over for years, until one day you realize you tell them anything. You can't fast forward repetition. You can't want your way into years. So every trying I did, the happy hour, the app, the class, was one data point, one single Tuesday of proximity. And I kept waiting for one data point to feel like years of history, and it never did. And I quietly decided that meant something was wrong with me. It wasn't that. It was that I was doing something honestly hard and calling it a personal failure, instead of naming it for what it actually was. Starting over resets everything to zero. Your job history doesn't reset. Your bank account doesn't reset. But the number of people who've watched you become who you are, that one goes back to nothing. And nobody wants you. Because everyone I know has known me less than a year doesn't fit on a moving day caption. There's a specific kind of lonely that only shows up in the gap between I'm doing great, and I have no one to tell. I lived in that gap for a while and thought it was just what your late 20s or your 30s feel like. It isn't. It's what starting over feels like. Specifically, in the one part of it nobody prepares you for. I kept comparing my 6 months to their 10 years. Comparing a stranger at a mixer to a best friend from college. Of course, I lost that comparison every time I was comparing a seed to a tree and deciding I must be bad at growing things. I wasn't waiting to meet the right people. I was waiting for a shortcut through time that doesn't exist. I didn't fix it in one scene. There's no montage where I finally found my people. What actually changed was smaller than that and quieter. I stopped needing the first coffee, the first happy hour, the first anything to prove itself immediately. I stopped deciding after one hangout whether someone was going to be my person. I just kept showing up. Same running group every Saturday. Even the Saturdays it felt pointless. Same 3 people at the same table after the same class. Even when the conversation was small talk and nothing more. Not because I suddenly believed it would work. Because I stopped requiring it to work fast. The thing I understood finally was this. You don't build a person who will show up for you by wanting it hard enough in a single night. You build it the boring way. The same way it got built the first time, back when you weren't even trying. You were just there, over and over. Until being there turned into being known. I still don't have the group chat. I still don't have the 10-year version of anyone here. What I have is a Saturday I don't dread anymore. That's it. That's the whole shift. Not a transformation, just one Tuesday, then one Saturday. That started meaning something. It's been a while now. Long enough that some of this has actually settled. The job is still good. The apartment finally looks lived in. The walls stopped echoing a long time ago. That part of starting over, the part everyone congratulates you on, that part really did work. The other part is still slow. I have 2 people now I'd call if something went wrong. Not the whole list I used to have. 2. One of them I met at that running group I almost quit going to. The other one, I genuinely don't remember how it happened. It just accumulated the way it's supposed to, the way I forgot it's supposed to. There are still Tuesdays where good news happens and I open my phone and hesitate for a second before I remember who's actually in the list now. That hesitation hasn't gone away completely. I don't think it's supposed to yet. 200 days doesn't undo itself just because I finally understood what it was doing to me. If you're the person who did the hard part, who actually left, who actually started over, who has the job and the apartment and the good answer for how's the move going, and you still felt something drop in your stomach reading this, because you know exactly which names are still in your phone and not in your life anymore. You didn't do it wrong. You didn't skip a step everyone else knows about. This part was always going to be the slow one. It was never going to move at the speed of a moving truck. You're not behind, you're just early. In the one part of starting over that was never supposed to be fast. I'm still building mine. Some weeks it's one person. Some weeks it's still just my mother. But I stopped calling that a failure. And some Tuesday, so will you.